Hi, you're watching Spinster Living. All this stuff that you're seeing me get into is brand new to me. It's, for the first time, I'm going to be doing these things like gardening. If you've seen my soul food garden video, thank you. Um, but this is my first attempt at gardening. I started planting and gardening stuff in February of this year. And I definitely view it as more so of like a victory garden type of thing. And so I hope that I can get gardening down, develop a real strong green thumb so that I can also help my neighbors. It's kind of like a fantasy or a dream of mine to create enough produce that I can share it with my neighbors. So we'll see. Right now, I'm working on my soul food garden, so we'll see how things go. And if you watch this channel, there will be a little bit of a witchy element, but for full transparency, I am not a witch. I don't practice witchcraft. But as I've started gardening, it for some reason also got me thinking about my ancestors, all of our ancestors who seem to have a real connection to the earth and plants, the world around them, so much so that they understood which plants could help them in which way if they were sick or injured or something like that. It wasn't just for eating, it was also for healing. And to me, that's like a form of witchcraft, so to speak. It's a bit of magic. And if you watch a movie or even just look at modern day witches, the type of ingredients that they use, it's natural stuff. Things like sage and lavender, ingredients that they need. And I just feel like that's real magic right there. I know it's so itchy. And so while I do not identify as a witch, I do find inspiration from witches. And I do think there's so much magic in the world around us that I want to tap into that. And gardening has made me realize that. Also, there's this anime called Apothecary Diaries. And that show really emphasized for me the importance of gardening. And the main show in Apothecary Diaries is just so knowledgeable. She works in this palace, and despite the fact that the palace, the royals have access to the greatest healthcare, they don't have the same knowledge that she has, and she's able to find cures for people and help them with their ailments and illnesses. And while I'm not against modern medicine at all, I do think there's so much knowledge that's out there that our ancestors had that people do not tap into, that gardening and this show Apothecary Diaries has awakened something in me that makes me want to learn more. So not only do I want to do my little TradWife content, okay, like making my sourdough and stuff, but I also want to, I guess, become more of an eco-womanist and learn more about the world around me. And to throw out there, I also want to learn to consume less and to waste less. So to use more of what I have, and not to be so wasteful or too all-consuming. So anyways, if you watch this channel, you're going to see me documenting all of this. And so I don't consider it to be vlogging. I'm not vlogging. I am documenting. This is more so a documentary of my life as a spinster. And so I hope you join me on this journey. I hope you find it entertaining. And I also, as I go along and learn, I hope to learn from you as well if you have any knowledge, and maybe we can learn together. And so anyways, if you do decide to subscribe, and I hope you do, welcome to the Coven. And instead of calling each other sisters or whatever, I feel like since we all have different parents and come from different lives, let's consider ourselves to be cousins, right? Like play cousins. So if you subscribe and you've joined the Coven, thank you, and I welcome you as my cousin. Anyways, have a good day. Thank you for watching. Hi. For some reason, I get really nervous when I'm recording, so I don't always say everything that I need to say. But if you made it through this video all the way, thank you. I also wanted to add that I post on TikTok and Substack and Instagram by the same name, Spinster.living. So you can find me over there on those platforms. I'd really appreciate it if you would follow me there as well. And once again, if you made it all the way through. Thank you. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.